So in Guiseley there's the Morrisons and the Skipton Building Society there. There's a little car park which is sort of free to park in just here, and that's right next to the railway line. So the Guiseley railway station is just up here, and this is the little bridge over the railway line. Now Alice, at the end of Morrison's, there's a Specsavers. Alice is in there at the minute. So I'm just Sunday afternoon. There's the railway line. Just having a quick wander while I'm waiting up here. And I'll just show you this well. So you actually see the platform is beyond that bridge there. There's the platform for Guiseley Station. So then after this, it's the train goes to either Leeds, there's no other stops, or the other trains head towards Bradford, and there's a few other stops on the way down there. So there's sort of, after Guiseley, there's like 2 tracks when you're off. But yeah, you can just show you some of the buildings and things on the way here. But we're just at the end of this street. There's an interesting sort of like spring with a plaque on it, and I think that was, you know, that's really the historic heart, or like why this place exists, and that there was the water coming from this spring still flowing today. So I'll just show you it. You can see the different age of the different buildings. On here, a fantastic quality, you know, build on these. Look at the stonework and that there. A little park that runs through. If you walk through there, you end up kind of towards the leisure centre that way. Guys, you can follow that through. So it's Sunday afternoon, and it's I think it's about 2 o'clock. Unfortunately, I can see some kids up there standing at the little spring. Well Road, you can see there. Some people just chatting with the dogs. I'll come back to it. So I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'll just, once they've finished, moved on, I'll go back and have a bit, film it without them people sitting there. So while I'm doing that, there's just a short walk here to the church and the churchyard, and then this leads up to where there's like this sort of wall for the cenotaph just up there. As you can see, all the poppy wreaths and things up that way. Now what they do at Christmas, they have a big crib there and things, different things. This is the St Oswald's, Guiseley. So yeah, so follow this road straight down, you come to the leisure centre and the main road going through Guiseley, but this is just another route showing some kind of the original sort of central heart here with all the old buildings. I don't think this will be open. You can have a look. Could be, I don't know, there's a light on there. The porch. I'll have a look. What's this say? Christian Aid. Maybe there's like a stalls on or something. The church is open. I'll just have a walk around the churchyard here. There's actually a children's event on there, so I won't go and film. So the church itself has origins from the 12th century, was mainly rebuilt in 14th and 15th centuries. I think in 1812 Patrick Bronte married Maria Branwell, at the church. There's a little doorway up to the tower there. So this is Guiseley, somebody in that pub planting the flowers up and everything there to make it look nice next to the picnic benches. Yeah, port bus there. Right, we'll head down here now to have a look at this spring. Yeah, so there were just some people chatting on here before. I thought there were kids at first, but they're just people walking the dog and having a chat, just sitting with the little waters here. So you got like wells laying and butts laying and all, everything to do with the springs and the water coming out here. So that's the church just past there, and this is the little spring. Guiseley Wells. I'll go and have a look at that sign in a second. I'll just show you this. So there's quite a decent amount of flow coming out, springing out of here. So this is situated near ancient tracts on Guiseley's Green. The constant temperature spring-fed wells are historically a place to meet and refresh. So they'll kind of go near the church, likely used for Christian baptism since about 700 AD. And the Raven legend at St Odwell's death 642 associates with parish church of the Healing Springs. So there we go. Plaques of different ages. That's a plaque from 1972 there. Right, the Guiseley Wells, around which the town originally grew. Just flows out under there, yeah. So a decent amount of water you can see flowing out. And there's a little sign up here, there's another sign here, restored to its near its former curtilage in 2000. Financed through the grant from the Main Heritage Fund, voluntary basis, yeah, all that stuff. There's a sign over here, which we'll go and have a look at as well. Welcome to Guiseley Wells, a story of a special place, it says. So there's a well that, yeah, so we've got hunter-gatherer tracks. So ancient Augustan tracks pass close by Guiseley Springs. King Oswald Springs. Mono British facility. New village layout, 11th and 12th century. So the spring water coming out 45 gallons a minute flowed along to the stone trough and along the beck, and then a mill owner used the water and it got polluted a bit as well. Yeah. When the wells ran dry. Those boreholes sank in Guiseley and that reduced the flow of the wells. Yeah. In the 1990s they sort of refurbished it and everything like that, yeah. So there we go. But it is plentiful flow, isn't it? Because it's not just contained in there and coming out of there, it's actually overflowing and coming out, because it's coming out at quite a rate. So just while I've the car and everything and the Morrisons and the Specsavers down that way, just while I'm waiting for that, because it's not out yet, I'll just walk up here, show you there's like a secondary shopping street in Guiseley. So you've got the main one with the main road going through it, where you've got like supermarkets and all, like main sort of high street shops and everything, chemists and things like that. But up here there's another street with shops on it as well, like an indoor golf thing, and then design consultants, restaurants, estate agents, sweet shops, restaurants. The church and everything's just around there, where that war memorial's just there. So yeah, we've got a mixture of things here. Hairdressers, sweet shops, other hairdressers. That was closed down. Takeaway. Chevin stoves and fireplaces there. And then you've got the Methodist Church. And there's a little primary school here on the right as well. So this is called Oxford Road in Guiseley. So there's like a mobility shop there, electric wheelchairs and things like that. This is the little sort of primary school area just up here on the right. So this one's the Guiseley Baptist Church here, and then this is the primary school here. And then we've got a little convenience store here. Fantastic houses here as well. And then we're coming back now to cross over the railway line. So this is where the Guiseley station is, just here on the right. Yeah, so they've said that they're done now. So the station's just there, and of course some of the buildings up that way is all the Abraham Moon textile mill, which is still in operation today. Up there, and it's still got the textile shop and everything. So yeah, so the station's just down there where the Couple Street is. And down here, this little junction, you've got like the station pub there, another pub, the Oxford Tap. And then down here there's like a new restaurant opened up and sort of cleaned up the frontage. Here, it's like a sort of, what does it say, wine bar, Natcha Thai. Wine bar and restaurant, coffee, all day breakfast. Some strange opening hours, not quite sure what that means. Little post office. And this, the retail unit's empty, look, just being cleaned out and ready to let. That unit there. And then we've got an estate agent on the corner. Indian restaurant, solicitors, osteopathic centre, design services, carpet shop and everything. So this is at the main street now. And that takes us, like, there's got charity shops, chemists, Skipton Building Society, loads of cafes, and then Morrison's is just out there. The sort of Morrison's stretches car parks, which is right around the entire length here, really. Blinds and shutters, nails, beauty shops. Yeah. St. Gemma's. Barbers. So anyway, I've just parked on the left up here. There's this little car park here. So we just take the road to the left. I can walk up that way. Specsavers is just there, some restaurants, and then Morrison's is all of that complex there. And yeah, you've got little cafe bar things here as well. There's always water leaks along here. Yorkshire Water constantly having to repair them. Like, it just progresses along the road. Instead of doing a good job of the whole thing, they just do a little bit at a time and the leak moves along. Right, so I walked up that way at the start of this video. Started off at this car park and headed up over the bridge that way. So it's in a little loop round. Back to the car again. We have here a double yolked egg, look at that. Double yolked egg, that's an ordinary egg, and that one's got a double yolk. How lucky is that?